A lifelong Manchester United supporter and media strategist is joining us today to talk about a big moment for soccer fans this weekend. A Premier League watch party is bringing thousands together here in Tampa, an event that's part of a much bigger national and global trend. So Dominic Forth is here, CEO of Thought Leaders of America. And before we get into the event, you've been a Manchester United fan for so long. Now, is it exciting for you to see the passion and the fervor of fans here locally in Tampa Bay? They're here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's incredible. You know, I grew up, in the 1980s going to Manchester United games. And, that excitement that felt very local back then is incredible to see how it's grown, not just across the US, but globally, across different cities. And Tampa this weekend is a great example of that.
Okay, so tell us what is happening in Tampa this weekend as far as celebrating this team, the watch party. It's going to be a big event. Yeah,
and so it's a national fan festival from cities all across the US that travels around. So it's been in New York, it's been in LA, it was in Miami, the last one was in Kansas City, but now it's coming to Tampa. And they typically draw anywhere from 10 to 15,000 fans over the course of a weekend.
Sure.
So it's a big event, but it's so much bigger than just the scale, because what I'm really fascinated about is what it creates. And so it creates friendships, rivalries, a true sense of purpose and really belonging and community around these events where people make lifelong friendships, build sense of routine, and it becomes something so much bigger and greater beyond the game.
You know, it's funny, I just have to tell you, I used to cover sports years ago before I did this, and that's why I wanted to get into it, because of the community, the fans. So you're hitting on it. So what makes Manchester United the type of club that everybody comes around, rallies? What makes it so special?
Yeah, clubs like Manchester United, they have so much history and so many stories behind them that it really just creates a sense of identity with fans. And I think that's the bigger picture here, is because whether you're in sports or media or business, it's not about chasing attention.
Right.
It's about building this sense of purpose, building a sense of community, and really connecting with people that ultimately become your biggest fans. And so that's how authority is being built today, is by having this connection and building that sense of community.
Right, Dominic, that's a great way to look at it. I mean, it doesn't have to be about seeking attention. You have the purpose, you build the community, and all of that will come naturally as it should, as is appropriate. You know, it's funny because, again, I remember years when I followed the Bucks, which I know you're familiar with them because of the ownership, and I remember across the pond, they had a great following and a great fan base, and I'm so happy to see the reciprocation here for Manchester United, right? It's a nice, symbiotic relationship.
Oh, totally. And what's funny about this weekend is there's some big games going on. So United are going head-to-head with Chelsea on Saturday. Liverpool are going head-to-head with Everton on Sunday. That's a big Merseyside rivalry. So this is going to bring fans, like soccer fans from all over the country here to Tampa. And it's a great way just to grow the game and just to grow the fan base here in Tampa as well.
Right, exactly. Well, we loved talking with you. This is so cool, and thanks for sharing this story. And of course, we know Manchester United there are fans all around, so they're going to watch you, Dominic, and say, yes, we know where to be. We're going to be at this watch party. Yeah. So good stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we've been sharing the information as to where folks can find you online.
Yes, and we've studied trends like this at Thought Leaders America, like global trends, how brands like Manchester United can create such a following. And so we have our newsletter coming out called The Authority Brief, and you can find that at theauthoritybrief.com.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks.